are you a fan of Twisted Metal?
No idea what that is.
Ooh, have I got some edumacation for you. Twisted Metal is a series of vehicular combat video games published by Sony Computer Entertainment and developed by various companies. Twisted Metal is basically Mad Max if it was like sports. Everybody comes together to do everything, and it gets very crazy and violent and bloody. And at the end, an evil guy, who may or may not be the devil, grants you a wish. But you gotta be careful how you word that wish, or else the devil man might twist it on you. This guy, Sweet Tooth, in the game, Sweet Tooth himself is a demon, but the man he is possessing is like an ice cream truck driver. And when he possesses him, he makes him kill his whole family. But then his teen daughter gets away from him. And his wish when he gets to Calypso is... Calypso's the name of the devil dude. His wish is, take me to her now. Because he just wants to finish what he started and kill her. And what Calypso does is he teleports him underground. Buries him alive 6 feet under. You know what? I'll just show you, because I was way too young when I saw this, so you will share in my trauma. The guy who made this game, Dave Jaffe, he had a bunch of leftover money from the project, and so he was like, what the hell, we'll make a bunch of, like, snuff indie film stuff for the cutscenes. So this is all, like, live action and rotoscoping, and really crappy, like, 90s 3D, and a bunch of borrowed assets. Like, I don't know if you noticed, the Calypso logo is very similar to the Constantine logo. Also, Calypso looks like Weird Al. He does, and it's the most immersion-breaking crap ever.
The hospital just wasn't really working for her. So she checked herself out and made other arrangements.
Uh-huh. So yeah, that's the end of campaign 1, and then... Right... Oh, I guess it didn't show it. Eventually, in the background, you'd see a motorcycle zoom by on that road, and that would be the character for campaign 2, and it would just take you to his perspective. They're making a show for it, because, you know, that's... They're making a Twisted Metal show. Well, you know, all those... There's a lot of good video game stuff coming out now. So, like, I don't blame the various streamers and networks for wanting one. Stars Anthony Mackie. Yeah, stars Anthony Mackie. Me and my brother are both like, yeah, we'll watch it just for Anthony Mackie. Also, I don't know if you can tell, this all reeks 90s from the key from
what he's wearing.
the key fob, the three-fingerless glove. Got milk. You can see all the wreckage going down.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so... I think it's gonna be fun.
Series. Nice.
I think it's gonna be fun. And then they give you the Sweet Tooth teaser.
Like Mad Max meets, like, Barbie, because it's got that very, like, playful vibe. And
it's unbelievably playful. Ooh, I forgot to mention, Sweet Tooth is gonna sound a bit different, because he's voiced by Will Arnett, apparently.
Oh. Interesting choice.
I was gonna say, bro, I don't know, I kind of want to get back in my car with the demon-possessed clown, but maybe that's just me. The thong song? Why is he playing the thong song? What the hell? What the hell am I watching, Jamie?
Nice pipes, dude, I have to say. That high note is perfect. A word? Yeah. Can I go? I got some...
He said that high note was perfect, and he goes, "Oh, word?" I see where all the dislikes are coming from. Okay. Hold on. We're gonna just start again. First off, they got... I'm not crazy about the nipples. I feel like Sweet Tooth had, didn't he like cover it in the original one, or am I tripping? I feel like he had like a covering for it. Either way.
It doesn't have that like crazy clown kind of sound, so.
Yeah, he kind of just sounds like Will Arnett trying too hard.
Yeah.
But I do like, I kind of like Anthony Mackie. Any chance we could get this back in the cars? My thoughts exactly while watching the trailer. Why is he playing the thong song?
No, they made hate what they're doing to Sweet Tooth. I'll be perfectly honest.
Did you notice? He was putting on a voice. He was putting on a voice for like the first 50 or so seconds. And then here, it sort of falls away. Like, that's just Will Arnett.
Yeah.
That, you know what that makes me think? That makes me think a lot of this show was one and done as far as takes go. Which is very worrisome. I do think it's funny, though, how he just presses him against it with intensity and goes, "Do you love the silver-haired god?" Jamie, me when I'm introducing you to Devil May Cry and trying to tell you the lore behind Virgil. Do you love the silver-haired god? Ben trying to get me into Kingdom Hearts by introducing me to Riku. Do you love the silver-haired god?
Did I ever get you into Kingdom Hearts? No. Ever.
No, you didn't viciously ridicule me for being out of the loop with the lore, guilt-tripping me into diving headfirst into it and starting me on the path of an addiction that will hopelessly haunt me for the rest of my days. No! OG Calypso was actually intimidating. Meanwhile,
That's just Weird Al.
yeah, meanwhile, me and Jamie agreed that the other one in 2012's live action just looks like Weird Al trying to be edgy.
The night sky exploded with light. And when the light faded, Sweet Tooth had gotten his wish. For the rest of his days, he enjoyed his new life in the garden, away from all those who would tell him he was crazy. The other insects were not fans of their new neighbor, for he had a tendency to kill them. Oh, but Sweet Tooth was happy, and whenever he got lonely for human companionship, or for human flesh, all he had to do was look up and dream of the day when he would crawl out of the garden and back into the world of Matt. Oh, I am Calypso, and I thank you for playing Twisted Metal.
Yeah, the game wouldn't tell you thank you for playing. Calypso would tell you thank you for playing. I forgot that. I'ma watch it. I'm not expecting it to be good, though.
I would say that.
The only reason I'm gonna watch it is Peacock is free. After winning the Twisted Metal tournament, I wish Twisted Metal was more mainstream. Calypso, your wish is granted. Me, after watching the trailer, no! Calypso, thank you for playing Twisted Metal.
100%. Does the monkey's paw better than Wonder Woman 2? 100%. Because he doesn't do it because he has to monkey paw. He does it because he can.
He does it for the lols.
He literally does it for the lols.
Yeah, Jamie, there's another character who wants to be like a supermodel, so she tells him to put her on the largest runway in the world. He puts her on like an airplane runway and she gets run over by a plane. She's one of the significantly less likable characters in that game. So by the end I was laughing so hard when she was like, "Send me to the biggest lane in the world and then make them watch me shine." And she's there and there's a bunch of like flashing lights and she's like, "Is this Paris? Milan?" And then the lights turn off and it's just like the landing direction lights. And then she gets like spattered by a plane. It's so funny. Axel, he's
awesome.
He's the guy who's in the two wheels, right?
Yes. He is a guy who is literally imprisoned in a vehicle.
It's a little jarring. It's a little jarring for the immersion because out of all the drivers, he's the least likely to survive. Like, you rear end this guy, he dies. Calypso has to grant your wish regardless of what you want, of what he wants to do with it in this game. So some people word it poorly and it goes bad for both of them, but in this one was funny. I also like how Calypso looks like Cecil Stedman from the Invincible comics for some reason.
I wish that you become me, and I become you.
Are you insane? I won't grant that wish.
I don't think you have a choice, Sunshine.
You see, what I say goes. This is impossible. Guards, kill the intruder!
Ooh, good idea. Do that. Looks like we've got two bodies to clean up now. Guards? and where did my women go?
So that variation of the Twisted Metal world is beyond screwed now.
He offered me a vial. He said inside it held the blood of man who'd cursed me on the night of my execution. He told me if I drank it, my curse would be over. But he also said if I ever returned to my killing ways, the antidote would wear off, and the curse would come back to haunt me. I had to decide. It took me all of 10 seconds. Let's face it, boys and girls. A man has to have his priorities. I killed Calypso about as well as I ever killed anyone.
Yeah, see.
Now that I'm free, I'm going to be the greatest of all time.
Love it.
Yeah,
Always love the endings where Calypso gets it.
My ice cream cone. That was a mistake, buddy.